Hey everybody, hello and welcome to Massively Overpowered Television's D&D night. Yay! Thursday night, there's a lot of great things about Thursday night. One of them is the fact that it's almost Friday. The other is that we're doing D&D stuff here on OPTV. And tonight's game is DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online. Yay! And this time, instead of hunting dragons or anything, we're helping dragons. Last time we hunted them with our eyes. We went looking for them. But now we still need to continue helping. So that's what's going to be going on today. And thank you, Kat, for the 69-month streak sub. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. You are so awesome. Katriana's awesome.
Avast there, me hearties. It's time for all good pirates to search for the treasure of Crystal Cove.
Oh. Talk like a pirate day stuff or what? I just got lambasted with searching for... I was talking about dragons, and now it's trying to talk about pirates. And it interrupted my song. I mean, come on. Rude. Rudy booed. Terrible. So, yay. Hopefully I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. But I do realize I actually did not choose my thing last time. Maybe I should quickly try that. Wait. I couldn't decide last stream exactly what I wanted, and so yeah, I messed up. I don't need a dagger. I don't need crossbows. I don't really need that. I don't know, though. A jump 13 does sound slightly interesting. Is that worth getting, considering my wimpy jumps? Or... It's got diplomacy 14 and jump 13. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Look at that. Woohoo! Oh, everybody's over here. Are we talking to someone new today? Ah, Makira with the clothes that we all envy. Clothes of envy. The Chamber shares many mutual interests with your people. Stopping the cults of the dragon below is one of them. Yes, it is. One of those cults is looking for artifacts. We sent a dragon to protect the site, but we haven't heard from him. Yep, that could be a problem. He'd spotted a pair of dragons, a black and a blue, nearby. So, Bruise dragons. Bruise dragons. All right. Oh, well, there's a dragon doing a nice little yawn stretch, right? That scream. All right, so do we want elemental resists this time? I heard that might be a thing. Toaster, if you already have an item with a competence bonus to jump, oh no, I know, but my other jump was really low. So that's why I wanted to swap it out with a better one. My belt doesn't, I mean, other than the death block. Shall I elemental resist any, Sophie, or save the resist? Okay. Okay. I'm good with that.
I guess in we go.
The Chamber of Arganessen assigned an agent named Ergnonth to guard several powerful artifacts in this area. But Ergnonth hasn't reported in for some time. You've been sent to find out what happened to him. To the east is a large portal with 3 dormant runes above it. An excited form behind the portal beckons you closer.
That's not ominous at all.
Oh. Could that be the dragon? It's got pointy ears. Are you Oogie? Hi, Oogie. Urgi? Kor Kaza and her cult of the dragon servants will soon find what they seek. Free me and we'll try to stop them. Activate some giantish artifacts. How were you captured? Searching it, they wanted me to investigate. I arrived, I came across the cult and a pair of dragons. I could have held my own against Gorlin, the black, but it was no match for Kor Kaza, the ancient blue. One of them's an ancient dragon. That's imprisoned me here. Search for the ruins for Artatab, blah blah blah. I can't get out. What can I do to free you? Magical barrier. Match up the little symbols. You've probably done it sometime before. There must be some way to disable it. Alright.
Ergnonth calls to you. Remember, activate the 3 runes on this portal to free me.
The swirling colors are kind of mesmerizing.
They're so faint for me. I wonder, Tanit, can you even tell that there's swirling colors in that gateway?
No.
Yeah, it's... Alright, so we need...
Shifting purples and greens.
Okay. 2 doorways.
Which one?
So we stick
That
with
one.
right this time?
Cultist.
Ah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting some lag.
Yeah, felt a little. Pretty crystals.
Surprise, surprise, more cultists.
What? No. Just in the air?
Crystal Cove is happening, apparently.
Oh yeah, speaking of luck. I'm gonna do a roll real quick because I keep forgetting to do these.
Was I the only one who got gold doubloons?
Yeah.
Guess so.
Blah.
Dart just sucks the the luck for everyone else completely out, you know?
It's a dwarven thing.
Or
Yeah.
does
And
that
look what
other one not
happens when
open?
we delve too greedily.
We're not trying the right over here?
I don't know. The cleric ran this way, and I was like, no way our cleric's gonna die, so we can go right.
You did a lot nicer job on these crystals than the Lotro ones.
Oh, Tannic has some kind of curse on him.
Who's umbral pet thingy?
No one who wants to admit it, apparently.
I thought I heard Kakari say mine.
I barely heard it.
I didn't hear a thing.
Oh! I didn't fill up on lightning spell stuff. I wonder nothing was happening.
The far
Looks
end of
perfectly
this
safe.
chamber seems to be sealed by a solid wall of stone.
Oh, it doesn't. Looks like a bunch of cracks in it to me. Doesn't look solid at all.
Doesn't look solid at all. That's what I was just gonna say.
Unless it was a wall created by Acme, you know, right before it.
Maybe we come back here later.
Yeah, 'cause you can't target it.
So, back later? Yes? No?
Yep.
Did we lose MJ?
Coughing fit, sorry. Oh, I bet we need the dragon to come and beat it up. So, like, each of these side passages that we skipped does one of the crystals, and then that's the room we have to ultimately go to.
Wait.
Remnants back here.
I'll go get my remnants. I'm not going forward.
Everybody come get their remnants.
Can I pulley deliver?
No one gets a blade trap to the face on my watch unless it's Darth.
Oh, you're so kind.
So can I pulley? Can I pull? Can I pull? Everybody
The
ran.
rune flickers to life when it is activated.
I hid behind the cleric.
So basically, each of the side rooms was one of the runes, and we need the dragon in order to break down the wall. Okay. So glad I noticed that I picked the complete wrong way to go about it this time. Right hand rule was a loser.
Yeah, we found one of them.
So
Well, yeah.
the right way was the wrong way.
Exactly. The left way was the right way.
Hehehe.
Oh yeah, I messed somebody up earlier. I
A
was like,
dormant rune can be seen in the far corner
yeah,
of this room.
you have to turn right there. Not turn right there, but turn right there.
I don't know if it's me in one of my passives, but it seems like a lot of these bad guys are getting feared or something.
Okay.
You safe? Alright, go ahead, pull it.
The rune sparks to life when the lever is pulled.
One of my enhancements might be doing that. I don't know.
Minus Shield of Faith.
Thick dust blankets this room. You spy an unlit rune in one of the corners.
No, we spy a bunch of breakables. Is it clear?
Yep.
The rune starts to emit a pale glow. It matches Ergnonth cries. At last I am free. I can sense that the path to the amphitheater has collapsed. Meet me near the cave-in. I will open it for you.
Surprise!
Healing the undead dog was a bad idea.
You're healing an undead doggy?
Since the heals aren't exactly good for undead, I didn't heal it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that was definitely not the order they wanted since she interrupted her own little spiel for the second part. Did y'all see behind the door, the wall as you were running up?
No.
I did. Back here, the wall wouldn't render in, and I saw the whole passage behind it. Now it's all rendered, I guess, but that was funny. Okay, you.
Kind of shocked we haven't hit any traps yet.
Collapse the way to keep me from following them.
The ground rumbles and rocks shatter as Ergnoth clears the way.
I almost ran away from song. Sorry about that.
There's a dragon.
Gotta get picture no dragon. Okay. Go forward. There's nothing in there. Now there's something in there. Hello, Dwagon. Don't mind us. Oh yeah, he got a big old chin thing. Any traps up front? I can try to sneak forward. Probably not.
I mean, I'll go with you, but I don't want to trigger it first either if you're trying to get a screenshot.
The crumbling stones of this ruined amphitheater are now the site of a dark ritual conducted by cultists and a fearsome black dragon.
Alright. That
That's
was
close
good.
enough.
Yep. Now he's talking. Oh, now he's mad.
Okay, guess we're all going in.
Wow, he's just really thunking, isn't he?
The black dragon flies off, bellowing for help. Master, we were thwarted at the amphitheater. I'll secure the second artifact if you'll slow these damned intruders.
Whoa!
Ergnoth shouts. Quickly, into the passageway to the south. You'll find the second artifact at the end of several aqueducts.
I mean, don't we have to do something to this one? And I'm sorry, but that made the dragon's voice sound really funny.
That's one of the first times I've heard the D word in the game.
So I guess we can't really do anything to it. Okay. I guess it counts as retrieved, because now it says retrieve the second.
I guess.
Hey, S-King, hello! Welcome, S-King, my old friend. We're glad you're here to watch streams again. Did I read the tablet?
These different colors of floor worry me.
I mean, I was moused over it, but I didn't see any... Oh, this tablet. Gorlin, perform the ritual and determine whether this first artifact contains the secret of the Temple of Storm. I will examine the second artifact on the other side of the complex. If the chamber sends more interfering meddlers, deal with them harshly. Gorkaza. Okay.
It's one heck of a piece of paper.
Aww. Chain lightning doesn't work. It makes me so sad. Yeah, without chain lightning, I still have a lot more magic points than usual.
Alright, so we good to move on, or is anyone?
Looks like we're good to go, Capitan.
I don't think Akari rested, so just needs.
But we know where it's at.
I am doing much better with my intimidate skill in here.
This huge aqueduct was constructed by the giants in another age. Small rock outcroppings poke above the flowing water.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't jump ahead?
An ancient blue dragon suddenly swoops over the aqueduct. A bolt
water.
of lightning from the creature strikes the water, instantly electrifying it.
It's electrifying! Better look up and see a dragon. Who wants to kill us right away? Right away.
Alright, any ranged people that can reach the cultists, maybe we can get them in the water. Does it affect them?
Looks like they're all ranged. I know has that far range. I hide. Is that a trap over there?
Yeah, it's a trap.
Somebody didn't let the rogue go first.
Oh, that little
Keep
pile
warning
of
people. No one
loot.
listens to me.
That pile of loot just totally sucked Sophie right over there, baited by a shiny. Yep.
I can raise you wherever your spirit is, so if you want to come back over here.
Yeah, jump your spirit over here. And he's like, I want the shiny. Do you have to be closer over there to undo that trap?
Don't know. How far does the trap go?
It looks like it's just along the wall there. It's centered directly over the shiny. I mean, maybe it won't even go again. I don't know, but
Maybe there-
but I'm just staying right here until. I do not recall being baited by a shiny before.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good now.
And Sophie told you only Darth gets the blades to the face.
And it would have been at a good height, right? Nothing will be as good as Darth opening that box, though. Holy cow. What was that? 12 blades that came shooting up from every known direction?
Yeah, I got chopped into like 3 pieces.
That was.
I realize it's magical electricity, but electricity doesn't work like this.
What, all the visible sparks and...
No, it's persisting. It would have discharged.
Real dragon electricity would have dissipated by now.
The door opens, offering refuge from Korkaza, the ancient blue dragon, and the electrified water. The cavern tunnel leads deeper into the giantish complex.
I feel like trapping shinies is like a low blow.
Remnant.
A second aqueduct stands before you.
Oh.
Surrounding it are stone platforms in various states of repair, as well as some small stone outcroppings. A dark and ominous shape can be seen in the distance.
I want to see him swoop this time.
I'm
Swoop.
gonna let you jump out first and look up, just in case. Just don't go near any shinies. Keep going if you want to trigger it.
Yay!
Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
Not sure I got the screenshot, but almost. Now I'll wait. Okay, there's a whole bunch of breakables over there. Maybe Darth should go and investigate them.
Yeah. Oh, hit some lag jumping.
The ancient
Yeah,
platform
so
gives
that-
way, exposing water beneath it.
Whoa! That
Did
was
not see
cool.
that.
Sorry.
Ah, didn't see that coming.
Oh, there's a shiny over there. Can we even get that far?
Well, this looks like one of the shorter jumps available to us.
Nope. I couldn't make the jump, but I quickly jumped back out of the water. So, yay?
Oh, hey look, we got more jumps.
Somebody got poisoned or something.
Also, yeah, I am scorpion poisoned.
Oh, it looked like dripping butterfly wings or something.
Maybe this is where the electric resist would be good.
Yeah. Hey, how about we do that? Let's
The rest of the jumps don't look so bad, but there's a large area up there that may or may not collapse on us again. Oh, game locked up for a second.
all right, there we go. Resist electric missiles. I'm tempted to try and see how it works.
Well, yep, some of it just disappeared.
Try arranging these guys. Or they'll come to us.
Jiminy Crickets!
No,
The
there's scorpions.
creature emits a guttural groan and collapses.
Oh, hey, that one's hitting me. What?
Seem to be good up to here.
+6 magical resistance robe of evil warding.
Yeah, very ready to open the door.
Ready.
Yep.
Fireball
This
ready.
door opens into a second cavern, giving you a reprieve from the attentions of the blue dragon.
Well, it didn't give me much attention, to be honest.
Stop.
Yeah, those look like they might have big blades in them.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Oh, whoa! I was backing up the wrong way.
Hopefully there was only one box for both of them.
I didn't hear the sound of.
What sound?
There's usually like a thunk or something when you disarm the trap.
No, there's a bonus for disarming a certain number in the dungeon sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably what she's referring to then.
It's okay. There's a res shrine over there.
Yeah. It's like, oh look, we're really close. Conk. Well, I'm under half, so I think I am gonna use this one maybe. Come on, help me remember to pick up crushed black pearl when we're done with this adventure. Wow, he really took a liking to you, Cat.
That kind of sound?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you get a certain bonus for smashing things or disarming things.
The smell of ozone and the crackle of sparks immediately tell you that electricity pulses through the water ahead. Stone platforms in various stages of disrepair surround the aqueduct.
So in other words, expect some to collapse.
Yeah, I would expect that.
That big one in the middle. Oh, wow. Oh, did the resist go out already? Okay, hang on.
It's hitting us. Is there an enemy that's out of draw distance from me? There must be.
Something's hitting us.
Okay, everyone has electrical.
Can anybody see what's hitting?
No.
Nope.
I see it now. Way over there. 2 of them.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Three. One's down.
Thought I saw arrows coming from the left too.
Possibly, but they're not drawn yet. There's 3 switches over here. The
Yep.
corresponding lever or something over there.
Okay, these are marked 1, 2, and 3 and have diamonds of different orientation.
Yeah, and there's a 1 and a diamond with a lever over here. I imagine we have to flip all 3 levers first and then.
Well, are there
Us.
gems that have diamonds like the ones?
Well, like I say, there's a 1 over here with a diamond and a lever.
Yeah, I think we have to just keep going around. You can tell where it's gonna break. Like, right where Darth is, looks like it has a break line. That's gonna fall apart at some point. Same with up there. So shall I go?
Parts that are the square tile looking things.
Yep. Shall I flippity switch?
Did we already pull the others, or
I didn't see any others. This was the first one.
the ones that we were talking about right back there? Where they
Oh.
came from?
I think those are last.
What? Oh, okay.
And we have to go through that. Wait, I don't know. Okay, why don't I just flip it and see what happens?
It's either these are first or these are last. So
I'm sure we'll be fine.
It'll be.
What could go wrong?
It's locked.
okay, so we have to flip the other ones first.
So we go flip all of them?
No, there's 3 over here that have matching switches.
You
It was
spot a
just a
set
matter
of
of which
3
ones are
levers
supposed to
with
go
signal
first or not.
crystals above them.
All right, I'm just gonna pull the first one. Tell me if it lights up over by you.
When this lever is pulled, a loud click reverberates off the walls of the aqueduct. The other levers are now at the top position.
Alright, shall I try to click it now? Because nothing happened here.
Okay, no change.
No change. Shall I move it though?
Try to click it.
Yep, now I can use it.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, so that lit up here then.
So somebody's going to need to stay back here and flip it as we go around the circle.
All right, I say yeah. Darth, since you're not ranged, in case we come across anybody else.
Okay, I'm at the levers.
Way to go, Cat. You just broke them all.
What?
Oh, she just knocked. When she landed, she knocked the big old chunk of brick down. That's all.
Cultist.
Well, at least I gotta set those on fire.
All right, there's another crystal up there. Wait here for cultist killings.
Yeah, we got cultists.
Lightning suddenly arches across the water, followed by a harsh laugh from above.
One is marked 2. Uh-oh, so I'm still shooting.
Wow, they can shoot from far away.
I don't mind shooting from far away. Farther than draw distance
Well,
away.
that's just it. Yeah, they're not even in the game yet. Alright, should I have Darth click 2?
Yeah, Darth should click 2.
Done. And one went back up.
The hum of energy pulses through the walls,
Alright.
and a signal crystal begins to emit a glow.
Did the number 1 turn off?
No, just the lever went up. The light's still on.
Okay.
That's good.
Number 3 lever is up ahead here. Don't see any more cultists, but
I think we get through it going this way. Yeah. You can look at a shiny next time. Later. That's gonna fall. Kaboom.
All right, we are at 3.
And there's 3 gems at the door, so
Okay. Go ahead and flip 3.
Yep, flip
Yeah.
3.
The
So-
signal crystal lights up, and the portal in
And
front
then
of the
catch up.
ruins disappears. You can now enter the Giant's Temple. The third of the
Okay, now
signal
you should be able to
crystals
come
begins to
across.
glow.
We can go get the shiny.
You gonna go get it?
I'm gonna wait here. Oh, can't we go this way? This shiny right over here. Wait, where are you going? Oh.
I wanted to see if this floor collapsed over here before Darth came along it.
Oh.
Whoops!
Well, yeah, you had to leave someone behind there. And if you didn't have anybody in ranged in your party, can you imagine just, how you had to run after all that stuff? Ye gods, that would have been...
Especially when they're shooting them way before you can even see them.
I know. You'd have to really be tanky, because you'd be running that whole entire thing before you could get up and do anything.
And by the time you went into melee range of one of them, like 6 others would have you in their sights.
Yeah, that was... I like the zigzagging.
Right is light, left is dark. Which way, boss?
Well, we can stick to right and then laugh if it's completely wrong again. I know. I was looking at that too, going, that ground looks suspicious.
Alright, should we check left before we open it, or keep going?
Looks like it might cycle around together. We can go check it. And it felt like from the curve that they might just go to the same place.
Yep, and they still might.
Sure, go ahead. Open it up.
Right, cultists over here behind all this stuff.
Any other elemental resists coming up, do we think?
And a lever here by a rune, which I'm sure we're going to have to open at some point.
Yep. Oh, I'd go ahead and click it.
Go for it, Darth. Perfectly safe. See, told you.
So I bet we're gonna have to go down the other arm and disable another ward on the other side.
Yeah, probably for that door up there.
Yep.
More on the other side of the pillar.
Yep. And our other hallway that we'll need to meander down.
Wow, that was a pretty good lob.
Yes, that was. I was just sitting here admiring that throw. Yeah.
Crystal Cove chest. A lot of people getting treasure compasses is
Are they good?
they are, I believe, still how you get into the Crystal Cove event dungeony thing.
Hmm. How long does this event go? Is this something we could do in 2 weeks, or will it be over by then?
Usually it's only a week.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure when it started. Oh, it's 3 weeks?
But when did it start? Yeah.
Well,
It
it just started this
just
week. I know that. I
today.
don't know what day.
You got this, Darth.
Yeah, I was just looking up Crystal Cove to see when it...
The second sigil flickers to life, and the magic barrier fades. The way to the artifact chamber is now clear.
Unless someone already knows. This says it begins Wednesday, September 14th. So, only a day off.
Oh, so let's do it next time if y'all don't mind. It'll be right before it ends. Wait, is that... I already looted that, right? Yeah.
I will tell you now, I am historically horrible at getting drops of the compass.
Can you trade them? Like the Halloween candies or keys or whatever?
I think you could. I heard some of the things in Crystal Cove changed this time around.
Resist acid and electric. Okay. We're getting a hint. What's it worth? I mean, that's what I'm saying every time I cast. What's it worth? What's it worth? Thursday is blocked? Where's... Wait. Oh, okay.
Thursday is over at the
She is resting.
Rest Shrine.
Okay. I was like, say what? I hadn't heard that,
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
The imposing form of an ancient blue dragon flies away, leaving the black dragon behind.
My master has escaped and the second ritual is complete,
says Gorlin.
There's just one loose end. Time to teach you a lesson.
First, smile pretty for the camera.
E...
Can't even see it yet.
Wait, what camera? What? Wait, huh?
I figured you were going to want to run up and take a screenshot.
Oh, is there
You gotta
some?
get up to Lurker to be able to see it, I think.
Ah, there we go. All right. Start inching forward here.
Yeah, inching forward.
I'd take one from here, and then you can try one further in, but at least you know you got one.
Oh no, I've been getting a bunch as I've been moving, so yeah. Multi-shot here.
Ooh, nice black fog.
Ooh, there's a good one. There's a
Oh,
good
wow.
We
one.
could hide while she goes to be bait.
Woo! Actually, I want to get screenshots of it fighting Darth.
Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
Where?
Lightning strikes
Oh,
the
no.
water below, causing electricity to course through it.
Wait, how did...
Lightning strikes the water below, causing
I
electricity to
got
course through
killed
it.
hard.
Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
Yeah, those are instant kills.
Oh, I tried to resist acid and electricity, but...
Acid dribbles from the mouth of the dying Black Dragon. Though Gorlin has been defeated, you can't help but wonder what the Blue Dragon took with it when it escaped.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Gorlin attacks you for 263 points of damage after 46 of it was blocked.
Wow.
So really didn't help a lot.
Okay, so both sides of people shooting, and we're blocked from going backwards. So I can't take you guys to the Red Shrine.
Did anybody
Believe
else
the
cook?
window will open.
Did anyone else what?
Did anyone else die?
Oh yeah,
Thursday and I did.
Thursday
Can
my
you
Laurie
tell me,
died in
how
like
far you live?
one shot. The
Oh,
But is the adventure done? So I think that's probably.
Well, it says completed. There is a chest here that if you need to leave and come back in, we shouldn't open it until you do that.
Should I hit the revive button?
The revive isn't working. You have to
What do you
pay
mean
for it.
revive isn't working.
Yeah, well, I mean, the revive works, but it requires you to have something from the shard shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unless there's a way back to the res shrine, I'm thinking you might have to come back in, but I don't know where that's going to put you if you can even get in here after that.
Nope, that put me way back at the spa. So
Ooh.
don't do that.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, okay, you already did that.
So it sends you back wherever you were bound.
Yes. I was going to say that's the last resort.
I don't remember where I bound last. If I'm still at the spa or...
All right, so you can try to get here and get back in. Oh wait, the doorway's open now? Or is it just no? Okay.
no,
in
you're
one
just
person
too
back
far
there.
out. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm not even sure how to get back to where we were. So
Marketplace. Talk to the same person that we talked to get in.
So
Is that
Go
gonna let
ahead
you
and-
back in, or is that just going to give you the reward?
so I need to release and come back.
Hold on, Sophie. Any ideas before someone else releases? Is there any way to get them that chest? let's see, Hikari, go talk to the same person and see if there's a way back in here. Yeah, that's why I want to see if Hikari can do that.
Yeah, but if the person doesn't let you come in and instead just gives you the,
Then we're stuck anyway, so...
Yeah. And there's no travel to friend, any kind of something anywhere.
Not that I know in this game.
Now that we completed it. I mean, well, actually, with the block there, they may not even be able to come through.
I was doing really, really, really good, and then all of a sudden my health just started dropping like a fly.
Because you had no healer. I mean, Sophie was still
Yeah.
here, but the healer and ranger got flambéed.
Well, like Hikari said, he hit me for 264 points of damage after blocking 46 of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Raised
That's
dead
more hit
scrolls.
points than I have.
Tannic or
Nah, I only
Sophie
have
should have raw
210.
charisma. I'm the one with the high charisma, Toaster. What are you talking about? That's my class.
Actually, the other... If Hikari can get back in, the other option would be a dimension door. If we had
Okay, so just so I'm at the harbor, right?
a marketplace.
It's right outside the bank, I think.
Yeah, talk to the same quest person that sent us in here.
Well, I think that's who she's trying to find.
Yeah, in the marketplace. Like Kat said, by the bank.
Yeah, we've already tried the dimension door one.
Oh, you can't do dimension door back? Okay.
Yeah, I think we tried that in one other dungeon and found it doesn't work.
Yeah, that was with me when I got. So maybe we should carry some raised dead scrolls. I don't believe I have any. Cleared out my inventory, remember? Yeah, we should probably have a couple raised. That way, if the cleric's ever down, boom, we can get the cleric back up.
Now the marketplace is... I'm at the marketplace entrance. Where do I go from there?
By the bank.
Right.
There's a big fountain by the bank.
I truly despise these maps.
Yeah.
Do Sybaris spirit cakes work?
Yes.
Oh, great. I have them all in my bank.
You're looking for someone named Akira?
Oh, yes, with that beautiful white outfit that you liked.
Yeah, she won't talk to me. She's got a check over her name.
Won't talk to you at all?
Won't talk to me at all.
Well, I'm out of ideas for now.
Are we going to have to rerun this for Hikari?
Now she's talking to me. Must have just been a ton of lag.
Okay, all right, that's good.
But yeah, it's completed. She won't take me.
Oh.
That really sucks that they block off that door and the res shrine is right there.
Yeah, that's
Like they know they know somebody's gonna die there.
Yeah, somebody is going to die in that fight. How can they? I get during the fight, but after the fight, it should open back up.
And the cultists respawn. What is this place?
I can repeat the quest. She might take me in then, but probably not. because the quest is turned in. It would be my version of the quest.
Well, I say you guys get your loot and we'll just release out.
Yep,
Well, just out of
nothing-
curiosity, if
Wait.
you repeat the quest and they have you send in when you're still in our party, will it send you into this
Yeah,
one?
maybe it'll send you into the one with our party. Worth checking out, right?
It didn't ask me what difficulty, so we'll see.
Make sure you did elite.
Did it say already in progress?
It's hard to say. Okay, I think I'm in here now. I think I see little blue dots at the end of the thing.
Okay. Well, you should be able to tell right away if dude you
Yeah.
don't see the dude in the cage.
I
Shows you here.
see
I
you
don't
on our
know that
map.
you'll be able to get in when you get all the way down here.
Yeah, I'm traveling
Well,
that way.
she might be able to get through from the other side of the.
Also, I was thinking is like maybe it's
Maybe
a one way.
Yeah, maybe it's a one way. Gonna be a long run.
Remind me when
If there's
we're-
any of the restaurants you didn't use, you might want to hit one.
So remind me when we're done. Everybody needs to check and see if they have Sybaris cakes in their bank.
I don't have any kind of food stuffs.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Not even the starter ones that you would have started with your character.
You don't get ones automatically.
What?
Uh,
They're a rare login reward, Sophie says. So now we
Even
know
the-
why you've got a pile of them.
even the starter one.
There was no
There's
starter
no
one.
starter
What?
one.
I'm pretty sure there's one in my inventory that in my bank that said starter Sybaris cake.
Well, that's
Darth, I
you,
think
Darth.
We've already established that your luck is not the same as other people.
I'll look, but I don't recall any such thing.
Toaster, you don't get one for a starting character, a DDR store tutorial quest that rewards a piece of Sybaris cake on Korthos Island.
Maybe Darth started his character under a special deal or something.
Yeah, or he did the store tutorial.
I think that last part's probably what happened.
Maybe it's only a one-time thing, kind of like in Lord of the Rings Online, where they give you a one-time per server.
There's a quest in Korthos you get a reward for using the cash shop. Maybe I still have that quest.
Is it one of those once per server quests? Because I didn't get it on this character that I know of.
Oh, this is my only character, so if I got a quest journal here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a quest way back there that gave you a little teeny handful of DDO points that you went to go to the store to show you how to use it or something.
Yeah, but I thought even when I'm thinking of a quest that teaches you how to use the store here, I thought it was to buy something in that bar on Korthos, not a Sybaris cake.
Not probably what you're talking about.
Explore Korthos Island.
Either way, pretty sure I do not have one.
I just know that sitting in my bank, they are useless.
Well, the Explorer quest I have not completed. Dungeon entrances I have.
It's a good thing I can heal myself, considering the lag keeps dropping me into the water.
How to bind your character and welcome to Korthos. Yeah, I never had a quest, never got to take a quest that talks about using the...
I just tried to maneuver something in my inventory and it says inventory error, you're dead.
Yeah, you can't do inventory when you're dead. Uh, I feel your run there, Hikari, because I remember doing that one. Yep, all the archers have respawned. Just gonna stay standing
Yeah,
here.
respawns out there, Hikari.
No, not yet.
Oh, thank goodness. Because you're jumping over the electrified water now, right?
She's past that.
What, do we get past that now?
No, there's tons of electrified water, and like I said, I keep lagging into the.
Yeah, there's three
Oh, no.
different aqueducts.
Oh,
1, 2, I think, yeah, she's in the last one.
It's a good thing I can heal myself because
Yeah.
although I'm almost out of spell points, I might not be able to res you.
No, there's the one right outside the door.
she already used that one, so.
Oh. I would have needed to use one earlier in then, huh? Oh.
Yeah.
I did comment you maybe one should use one if you hadn't used it.
I've still got 210 spell points, and it only takes 30 to res.
Well, that was a boom sound.
As long as I don't fall into the water again. And there you go.
Yep, almost here.
I'll have to find out if she can get through from that side.
I looked on the DDO store and it's 195 for a Sybaris cake, so can't do that either.
Is it sealed? What if we bring their things close to you? Can you
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Try to get closer.
oh.
Probably can't target through the barrier either.
Wait, how do you put it down though?
You don't. It's just.
They need to
Well,
be.
you can just drop it out of your
here.
inventory, but it's the ghosties that she needs to target.
Well, I can target Hikari. Oh no, I can't. I can mouse over her.
It says blocked by the door.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess they just designed this in such a way that anyone who dies in here doesn't get the chest. Period.
That's rude.
Very.
Let me try something.
Oh, Sophie could do a song on Hikari.
I could target, but then it would when I tried to cast a spell, it'd say it's blocked.
Oh, so you can sing through magical doors. This is what we're
Can't.
learning.
I was gonna try to flip the switch again, but that didn't work.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So the spirits can't walk through the barrier either?
Nope. Right up against the wall.
Has anybody opened the inn chest?
Not yet.
No, we were waiting.
Well, I'm just grasping at straws, wondering if somebody opening
Wonder
the
if that
inn
dropped
chest.
the gate.
Yeah, if that completes the.
Well, I mean, we've got nothing else to do, right? We might as well open it.
Yep.
I thought of that earlier. That I wondered if that would complete things. Except the quest
It's
already
already
says
completed.
completed. Yeah.
No scroll of raised dead, but I did get a scroll of slay living. The game is listening and is trolling us.
That's a serious troll.
That's. Oh, you guys can't loot while dead, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's just poor design. Sorry.
Yeah, when they put a boss mob that one-shots people and then make it so that you're just SOL.
I think somebody with a little influence on a certain website, it would be kind of nice if they would inform them of this.
If you're talking about me, that doesn't. I don't have any connections in here to. How do you drop the? Do I hit discard? Will that drop the marker?
I think you just like literally take it out of your inventory and drop it on the ground.
Ah,
Try
okay.
to push it through the floor, but
I know. Try to shove it through. Oh, whoops. Apparently I picked it up again.
There's not by any weird chance any levers or anything in this chamber.
No, but you know what? I don't even see an out from this chamber.
I guess you're supposed to hit the finish button to. How'd you get in?
How'd you get in?
What?
I clicked the glowy green portal.
Okay.
Wait, what? The portal
Yes,
in the
door
middle?
was clicky.
Quick, Resum, grab your loot.
A recent death has left a mark on my soul.
I think the dying in here left a mark on all of our souls.
So clicking on the swirly portal there on the other side brought you in. Oh, because that's
Yeah.
behind the door. That's not even at the door. Ah. Okay, so Devs, we take it back. You made a way so that they could come back in. Okay.
Dude,
Yeah, not
Yeah,
really
but
clear.
considering that she had to go outside the dungeon, talk to the NPC, get her quest reward, and then come back in on a repeat, that's still a bit much.
Yeah.
do we need to look out for respawns?
They were off to the sides, I
They,
believe.
they just go to the sides. There's
No,
two
no,
on each
he's
side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a 4 on the sides.
But yeah, normally there's a way that you crawl up the sewer or go through a door but there's nothing. Asking you live there now. Yes, that's in our archer friends.
Well, I guess we succeeded.
All right, so everyone sacrifice a part of your inventory for some raised dead scrolls, except for the healer. Everybody got their loot though. That's good. Okay, so people got loot.
You got a bolt sphere?
What is a bolt sphere?
Well, it's bound to account, so it doesn't matter at this point. but it's one of the named things from this.
Oh, I can click on it there and. Oh,
you
it's an
finishing out?
orb like I use. Oh, that
Yeah.
really stinks. Wish I got that. It has magnetism though, so it's not really.
Increases electric spell power.
Yep.
Sorry, it didn't say it was a wizard thing.
They don't say specifically that they're for one class or another.
It
Yeah.
probably would have been bound anyway.
The only warning is when you take it, it says it binds to account.
So there's no way to get out, so we just leave, right?
Yeah, just hit finish.
You know, just ask the goober who did that last time.
Oh wow, that's like double better than mine. Oh, I'm not gonna look at that again. If you don't have any UMD skill, then there's no way to use, which aren't on your spell list, so I'm out. Well, if it's charisma based, I thought. Well, I can use spells. There are just sometimes chances to not work. So.
Unfortunately, I can't trade it because, like you said, it's bound
Oh,
to
yeah.
account.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, maybe the general rule should be if you get a warning that something's bound to account in a dungeon end chest, you know, take a quick look at it before you grab it and see if someone else can use it more than your characters can.
Yeah, they use magic device. Like the thief probably has it, and the bard probably has it, and
Sophie
maybe-
said Sophie didn't have it.
Oh yeah.
The famed Scholar of Prophecy.
Now I am stuck with this mission. Now what do I do?
Oh, can you leave it? Hand Wraps of Wizardry.
Is there a quest journal or something?
Yes. I found my quest journal on your menu. On the bottom. That's what I went looking through.
Or you could just hit L.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I found L. Now let's see. What? Now this one is.
It's under Marketplace.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the name of the actual quest is.
Black and blue.
Okay.
Astute 6 hat of Spot 12.
Okay, there we go.
The Hand Wraps of Wizardry. Oh, actually, maybe I want the... Oh, the attack penalty is negative 20%. Darn it. It was such a nice spellcasting implementation, too. And it has Wizardry 110 bonus. That would have been nice. Nope, I get a penalty. The penalty, is that just for when I'm actually bludgeoning people? Or does it account for when I'm also casting spells? Does anyone know?
Don't fling spells. Sorry, can't tell you.
What's the? It's just a general attack penalty. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, it just says attack penalty minus 20, which isn't as bad as...
Why does the game think the word scroll is a bad word?
Okay, is it he's saying scrolls? Is that what it's trying to say? Because
It's gotta be, unless
I
unless the game thinks that it's spelled somehow differently.
I was like, what is Sophie swearing about? I don't know.
Ooh,
Sophie, the question was, there are hand wraps of wizardry with an attack penalty of -20, but some really good stats. So, does the attack penalty go for only if I'm like melee bludgeoning, or does the penalty happen for my spell casting as well? Because I don't go hit things.
Normally, I thought it's mostly like, I don't know, like a monk that would use hand wraps.
It probably is.
You
I'm
got-
just wondering because it's really nice.
you guys like my new shield?
It's pokey.
Oh yeah. I probably can't wear it. You know, I'm just gonna take it for just cause. Yeah, -20%. Yeah, not -20. It's percent.
But yeah, the hand wraps are the monk weapon, so not going to be any good at all.
I can wear them. I just have the -20% penalty to melee.
No,
And-
I don't think. I think they're a weapon, but maybe not.
No, they are, but it just says I have a penalty. It doesn't say I can't put them on.
But it would take the place of the weapon you have in your hand right now.
I know, but it had really, really better stats, so maybe I will. It's one-handed. Fire Eater. Hi, Fire Eater. You need to clear the archers to open the portal. No, we cleared. There are 3 waves of respawns.
Well, we were on the 4th wave. and
Yeah.
it took like 20 minutes for that 4th wave to show up, so...
Yeah, we cleared those things. It wouldn't let you post for 10 minutes after following. Followers only chat is enabled? Really? When did that happen?
Might not even have been something that you did.
Oh,
So-
that would be something Twitch did.
No.
We've never enabled it.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was locked out of chat on Twitch for weeks, sometimes Twitch does things that the channel did not do. So if you check and you didn't turn it on, it might be Twitch.
No, it's a 10-minute.
Oh, is it if they hit the follow button, they can't do it till 10 minutes after? Because people who don't follow us talk in here all the time.
Yeah, that's. No, it was set to follower only.
What?
I don't know. It was set to follower only with a 10-minute delay, so maybe Chris had a hate rate or something recently, or who knows.
No, I don't think so, but we have had things reset before. But,
But I fixed it. So.
well, thank you, because I was just going to look for that. And I know we've never set that. I know I've never set that, and Chris usually doesn't mess with anything on the Twitch channel, because...
Would someone have set it that way for your sub stream?
No.
No. Would have only been me.
Yeah,
Sure as heck wouldn't be me. I don't even know where you're looking.
Sophie just bought a bunch of Raised Dead. That you have a 95% chance to cast the Raised Dead, even though the spells aren't on my class list. Okay, so let's go somewhere and buy some. Look on, said the Guild Divine Vendor and House Kundra. Okay, does somebody want to, like, lead me there? Because I don't want to wander aimlessly. Sophie, you're my guide. I really count on that, so I don't have to... Oh, wait, that's the little bridge with the glowy balls on the top. I could probably wander my way around.
Sophie's coming.
Yo, as Ikari's trying to find the way around, I'm just sitting there going, this is why I appreciate Sophie and their guiding efforts every week so much. Because, yeah, the multi-levels and the all-around and the... Okay, follow Sophie. I'm going to go buy some raised deads for our healer.
Yeah, so I went back 10 months. Nobody has changed that setting. So, no clue how that got changed.
Yeah, none.
And like you say, we have people talking here who aren't followers all the time. We had somebody come in who got banned during the streamathon because...
Oh my gosh, yeah, people who just jumped in and did their... and we get the spam ones. I know they don't hit follow and wait 10 minutes to... Because it announces to you when somebody follows, so those spam bots... Yeah, maybe it was a Twitch update. You know. Wow, that was some lag. I'm like, Sophie's just standing here, then Sophie is nowhere to be found. Nowhere. One of these two people? Ariel? Ariel!
Now I want to see what happens if you change that in the dashboard.
Greater restoration? No. Raised dead, right? Oh, that's a lot of silver. Oh, wait.
Chance to activate 5%. Yeah, okay.
Mine's
Mine is-
0.
Yeah, mine's 0.
I got some awesome charisma going, but it is not one.
Well then, Sophie, don't die.
If Ikari dies, Sophie can't die. That's the...
Yeah, it says there's no UMD check for clerics, FES, bard, or paladin.
FBS's favorite soul.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, what is that?
And yes, Sophie's reminding you to get your spell components.
Thank
While we're
you,
here.
Sophie. Yes.
So is there any point in buying this if we can't use it?
No, not if Sophie bought a whole bunch. As all it would be is to trade to Sophie. Are you the spell component person? Yes, you are. What do we need? We need lots of crushed black pearl. Look at that. So much crushed black pearl. We must electrify everything. Wait, is that as big of a stack as I can open?
Remember to repair also.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna get 300.
Well, my bracers have been permanently damaged.
Okay, any other spell components that I need? Bat guano. Let's see how my bat guano,
Well, I got a better shield out of that, and I got some better armor that upped my con to 30.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I just went to my channel and I went into the dashboard just to make sure it wasn't a mod thing. And I changed it to followers only, and it immediately shows up in the history. So nobody has changed that setting in about a year, and somehow it's got changed. So who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I don't even... Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm almost out of bat guano. Can't run out of bat guano. Can't run out of bat guano. Nope. Need lots of bat guano. For fireballs galore. Oh, it's heckin' cheaper to buy the bat guano than it is. Oh, what other spell components do I use? That's all more bat guano. No, Heart of Hen for the wall. How's my Heart of Hen going?
Got a mail message saying I hit 900 total favor.
Yay! That's good, right?
Give me 25 DDO points.
Crystal Cone. Wow, so the crushed black pearls, super expensive. I bought the same amount of bat guano for 14 silver as I did for hundreds of silver for... So I guess I need to not make the electricity be that main shot. Stick with my fireballs. You know, Toaster, that's a good idea, because I actually just did a bar with the resists. I thought I already had one, but I wonder if I deleted it or something.
Okay, I just looked in my bank. I have 3 Sybaris Spirit Cakes, 1 starter Sybaris Spirit Cake, and 2 greater Sybaris Spirit Cakes.
Grief. I did look. I don't have any cake.
Let them eat cake.
Okay, so it is usable on another party member. Yay.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, so Darth has a way to res folks. Sophie has a way to res folks, and of course our healer. So basically it's just if the healer goes down. Very important. That's one thing I really loved about the healing classes in EverQuest 2. Every single healing class had a spell that would put an item to everybody in their party's inventory that could then res the healer. It would go away when they logged out, but while you're partying with that person, as long as they remember to cast it, you had that ability to do the healer. Now, the number of times I'd forgotten to cast it happened, but yeah, I really loved that. So
The greater cake will res someone with 100% health and the others with 50% health.
wow. 50 is probably good enough if you're doing a healer, because, you know, they'll just heal themselves up in a second.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem would be if we hit a point where, like, because those are really expensive, right? party wipe, and I'm
Not
the
for-
only
not
one.
for Darth with his dice.
I know, the only one I'm sitting there. Everybody party wipes. I'd be like, sorry, y'all. I can light you on fire, though. I can cremate you, but there you go, Darth. Keep on with your dice rolls and get enough to give everybody one.
Unfortunately, they're either bound to character or count.
Oh, you can't trade them. You can only use them on others. Okay.
Nope, unfortunately, no.
Well, then you better not die next time.
Well, like I said, I was doing a pretty good job beating its face down. I was practically underneath the thing.
Yeah, now...
Yeah, it was nearly dead when you went down.
Now, thinking back at what happened to y'all, when I'm sitting there taking the screenshots, letting him charge at me, I'm having some, anxiety after the fact. But I think I got a couple of good screenshots out of it. Oh my goodness, but it is late for MJ. So, yeah, as we've learned some stuff, we've picked up some important party equipment that is going to be helpful, and our party was able to get their loot. So I am really glad that we got that to work through, and thanks to Hikari for taking off, running the whole gamut of everything in order to get back and get our other party members up. All right, folks, with that, we are going to be signing off. Thank you so much for coming and joining here. Sorry about the weird Twitch change, but are so glad you came, and thank you for following and for joining us here. We are glad to have you. DDO night is again in 2 weeks. Come, feel free to share your knowledge. We love that. And if you want to know what else we're streaming and when we're streaming, pretty much every day, if you're hanging out Eastern, 2 and 8 o'clock, you've got pretty high likelihood of catching a stream. So let's see, I'm going to give you a link to today's stream post, which will, take you to this. It'll take you to the calendar as well. And on the bottom of every page, including the front page, when you're just reading through all the cool stuff coming out on MOP every hour, sometimes we've had days where we've had news come out every 15 minutes. Those are some crazy days, but it's all right there, massivelyop.com. And thank you all for supporting us through this big, massive thanks to the group here for doing D&D night with me. I hope everybody has a really good night. Rest well, be well, stay safe, and we'll see you all next time. So take care, folks.